Welcome to the FFACC. We stand for Fighting Force Against Crooked Cops. I am the founder and leader of this organization. I want to talk to the young people. To all the young people, you are the greatest generation that the world have ever seen. You are that generation that would change the course of history. You are that warrior generation that have been prophesied to come and the world is afraid of, especially the unjust system of the world. America is afraid of the young people. Not just only America is afraid of it, the government, but also the preachers. The preachers, they are afraid of the young people because they can't do nothing with them. They don't understand that the young people was born for this day and time to change the course of history. But instead of them embracing the young people, they condemn them. They condemn the young people who are fighting for justice. So the preachers, they would rather cut a deal with the job god. The job god like Donald Trump. To sell out the young people and the preachers' congregation. To cut a deal with the job god like Donald Trump, hoping that Donald Trump would give them a promise of better jobs and security. Because he's talking about building a wall, but you don't know what else he's going to build. What about for your people? You thinking that he's only looking at the Mexicans and the Muslims? These are people of color. In case you haven't taken a good look at it. But these preachers, they don't fear God. They fear America. The preachers in America, they don't fear God, they fear America. The preachers in America, they don't fear the true Christ or the Messiah or the Mahdi. They fear the politicians. The politicians, they're so afraid and disconnected with the young generation until they would rather see the young generation sold off and would rather see black people set back and people of color, just so they can be at peace and feel safe enough to be able to continue to deceive the congregations with weak leadership. They never want to fight for justice. They're always looking at the best interest for themselves. Why don't you take some of the money that you have received from your congregation and build jobs? Support ideas. You have people that have great ideas that's in your congregation. But instead you would rather go to the job god and sell out the young generation. And this is why the crooked cops, they have no problem with the preachers. Because the preachers are the very ones who support the activities of the crooked cops and this government. The plan for the destruction of this young generation. I know some of you mothers and fathers, you don't want your children fighting this war called justice. You would rather for them to be able to stay in the neighborhood, in the killing field. But you're going to have to make a decision that we either allow those such as Donald Trump make these statements about the destruction of people of color and fight for justice and for a change in this world while we have the greatest generation, and that's the young people who was born to help make the changes that would set the course of history on the right path. Welcome to FFACC, Fighting Force Against Crooked Cops. Young people, we need your help. And you will see every generation will salute you, because you are the generation that will help make their generation a better generation. Thank you.